Join our hosts as they check out the Contender 44FA, a tournament-style fishing machine that incorporates comfort and amenities for family adventure. The Contender 44FA has an overall length of 43 feet 10 inches, a beam of 12 feet, and a max horsepower rating of 2,000. Built for extended offshore excursions, she has a draft of 27 inches, a dead rise of 22.7 degrees, a weight of 22,500 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 575 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts.
Center consoles have been around forever. And let me tell you, they went to a whole new level when a little company in South Florida named Contender started building them. Well, heads up, Contender's got a brand new flagship. She's the 44 fish around, and the minute I walked down to the marina, I could tell she had stolen the show.
Now the 44 fish around is the same hull as the 44 ST, which is the pure center console version of this boat. Now how does that differ from the center console? Well, that fish around liner, you've got this big full-size cabin down below, and the addition of that cabin is obviously going to take up some of the deck space, but is it really useful deck space when you're fishing? You know, for a lot of people, it's not. In fact, in the front of the boat, they've got a huge bunny pad to lay out on the sun for the girls, and that's really useful. But at the same time, you can still fish 360 degrees around the boat. It's got a good landing spot up on the bow to run down a fish and fight a fish from. And of course, the cockpit is really big. I mean, this is a really functional fishing boat that gives you all the benefits of a big cabin boat at the same time. The 44 fish around is a big, heavy boat. In fact, at 44 feet, this boat is 18,000 pounds dry, give or take, and over 22,000 pounds loaded down. Now that sounds like a lot of boat, and it is. This boat's also max rated for 2,000 horsepower. Just imagine that. The boat we tested had triple 425 Yamahas on it, and we still got 60 miles an hour out of the boat with ease. Now, if you find yourself on a 44-foot fish-around boat that goes 60 miles an hour, you might ask yourself, what can we do today with the 60 miles an hour? Go to the Bahamas. Hey, how about let's go to the Bahamas and get there in less than an hour? Well, that's cool. Where's everybody gonna ride? No need for bean bags on the 44 fish around. This boat has 2 rows of seating. That's very comfortable. You've got 3 across at the helm, and then a set of seats behind that, which is essentially like a glorified limousine that's going to get you there super fast and get you fishing in no time.
Here's what you need if you want to be a serious competitor on the tournament trail. Pressurized live wells. Now what does that mean? Here's what it means. You know how water sloshes around in a live well? That knocks scales off the bait. That lowers their endurance. Not on a Contender. That water is actually under pressure, which means it doesn't splash and your baits are calm and they don't get jostled around. Sounds like a little thing. Well, let me tell you, it's 1,000 little things that makes you a great fisherman. Not only does a tournament angler need pressurized wells, he needs his pumps to be in a sea chest. Now, why is that important? It guarantees water flow all the time. When you're running at the speed of a Contender, it's too easy to get an air pocket and stop the water from going into your well. You're pushing air instead. Not if your pumps are in a sea chest inside the boat where they can't pick up weeds, they can't pick up air, they are delivering clean salt water to your baits constantly, keeping them lively and ready to go. There's another thing that takes this boat to another level, and that's the tackle station and the prep station. We could put kites in there, we could put bottom fishing tackle. Whatever kind of fishing you want to do, it's there in the cockpit, it's in the middle of the boat, it's never going to get salt water on it. You can store it right there and it's ready to go anytime you want to switch tactics.
Up at the bow today, you had a massive lounge area. The kids are up there today laying out, and to me, I'm sitting there going, this is great because you have all this room to lay out on, but it does not take away from being able to walk around 360 over the entire boat if you're fishing. So they did a really good job with providing comfort up at the bow and comfort for fishing. Going into the console today, there was no door on the side. It was actually in front of the helm where the driver is. Very convenient to walk in and out of the cabin. So not only did we have the refrigerator, but we also had a freshwater sink. Now, along with all this in the cabin, we had a full-size bed with a portion of that wrapped around like a couch, and underneath that couch was more storage. And to top it off, we had a full bathroom. We had a head, with the freshwater sink in there. Great setup. I can't believe that all that fit into this cabin.